Editing Moss here. I did not realize until now that this beginning audio got messed up. So, hi, welcome to Friendship Test by Mar64. You are a friend program. Friend programs are created to be anyone's perfect friend. They are built to be nice, kind, funny, and helpful. Someone anyone could put their trust in. At least, that's the idea. They're still testing it. But I'm sure you'll be a wonderful friend program. I believe in you. This wasn't a comfy place to sleep for so long. Alright, we're friend program. We're a friend program. We're a funky little robot. Little bobot, if you will. Program armor controls. For keyboard, use the arrows to move around. Click Z or Enter to interact with objects or other life forms. Click X to open your menu. For mouse, click left to interact with objects or other life forms. Click right to open your menu. It doesn't hurt to remember how our armors work. And I see that in my recording the text box is cut off a little bit, so we're gonna just work with that. A bunch of cables tangled together. They still seem connected to something. A screen monitor. It appears to be broken. You can see that our little lab place is kinda dead. More cables. Like, there's nothing here. This monitor seems to be okay, but it's still just a turned off monitor. Still more cables. It's difficult to see your reflection through a broken monitor. There's text written in the monitor. First test begins in the next room. You're used to looking at your reflection through broken monitors. The monitor is turned off. However, someone seems to have written a message over it. How do you turn off the monitors again? As your first test, you're probably a little anxious. You should be! This is not an easy task. Anyway, just remember what we're testing here and you should be fine. Still, panic a little. Our test deserves it. You study the cables. You learn from their mistakes of repetitive room decoration. You've increased your room decoration skills thanks to their failures. Fun and games are... Sorry, I think I've written over the old text. I didn't know you could do that. Whoa. Crazy. New test. Broken. As you can see, we're reading like every dialogue. It's a plushie in the form of a rabbit. It seems to have been through a bad situation. What will you do? You pat it gently, making sure it doesn't fall apart. The rabbit seems to be smiling. Huzzah. You are running out of commentary for these cables. Aw, how nice! You gave the little guy a pat on the head. Some have tried and ended up crushing it. We won't get any more dialogue out of the cables here. I hate to admit it, but you're pretty good at this. But just you wait, our next test will be way more challenging. Not good enough. An abandoned arm. You recognize the model. It's not what you were looking for. I love the tone in this game. It's so good. Don't lose that kindness you have. It's very special. Keep spreading joy and happiness to all the other programs around here, no matter what happens. Go back. You can do better than that. You should be better than that. Remember, anyone can become an amazing friend. You could be the greatest friend anyone could have. Keep believing in yourself. Even if you don't, I believe in you. Why aren't you trying? It's so easy. You must not be a good friend. And here, we just gotta wander a little bit. I hope one day we can become friends, too. And we're back. Fine, you got this far. Not happy about that, but at least I get to show someone my ultimate test. Fine, our ultimate test. Are you happy now? Very. And there's multiple characters talking through these monitors, and I wonder, I sure do wonder who they are. Whatever, you will not pass this test. Good luck. You'll need it. I probably should have typed my laughter in previous entries. It's an important part of my character. Even when I don't like it. And it's gonna be really fun for me trying to do that laughter. Since I'm not very good at forcing myself to laugh, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. It's a welcoming doormat. You analyze the room. It does not appear to fit the description of a home in your database. Maybe someone lost their arm, eye, and doormat on the way out. Someone seems to like collecting rocks. Drawings. You analyze the quality of the technique. Bad drawings. A paintbrush. It still has wet paint on it. There seems to be a portrait of someone as well. A couple of flowers in a vase. You conclude this is someone's failed attempt at decorating. A stereo. There's music playing. A mop to clean oil. Clearly it hasn't been used in ages. Shockingly, it's the exact same looking decoration. Another plush rabbit. They must have multiple. Or at least two. Multiple toys. There's a childish toy car. You know how to play with these, but choose not to. There's a head of what seems to be a puppet. Someone appears to be trying to build one. You don't see any other materials around. It seems the head is the final product. And finally, a gun. It appears to be a toy as well. Unfortunate. You're starting to think there's no use for these. A monitor given a different use than usual. There's drawings all over it, as well as a message that reads, "Fun does not sucks." It's the monitor people. I told you it's not meant to be eaten. Technically, nothing is meant to be eaten for a program. Oh, don't you try to be funny! Your little prank was not funny. What if I die? Would that be funny? You're not going to die from eating glue. You don't know that. Are you mad right now? Remember, you have to announce it. It's hard to tell. I am so mad right now. Okay. Just leave the being funny to me. But fun, aren't friends supposed to support each other? Shut up! My anger level is super high right now, just so you know. Anyway, who cares cares about friendship if we're trapped here anyway? With no chance of someone ever showing up and testing their friendship skills. Because the reprograms sure don't want to even give it a chance. Fun. What? That's someone over there. That's someone over there! Yes! Oh, good. Welcome, new friend! It's been forever since we had a new one. Nice to meet you. You seem to have passed the legendary stuffed animal test. Not bad. Not everyone does. But that test is insignificant with what's awaiting you. We are fun and games. They're fun. I'm games. We have a test prepared for you. Solve it and you can keep progressing. Fail it and something fun happens. Actually, probably not this time. Something fun always happens with me. Anyway, are you ready? For the most difficult, most complex test you've ever faced? It's a questionnaire. We have nothing else planned. Question number 1! Imagine if you had to choose between your favorite thing in the world or your friend. What would you do? What would we do? This is a difficult question. I don't know. I'd say my friend is my favorite thing. Ah, so you're implying your friend is like a thing you can just play with as if it had no feelings? Some programs have games installed on them. Maybe that's what they mean? You're the only program I know that has games installed on their own system. Which I think it has definitely caused problems on your performance. You have too many games and probably some viruses. That is... Give it a second. Not true at all. Did I freeze again? It's fine! You just missed our new friend being boring! Anyway, good answer, I guess. Okay, question 2. Your friend is upset, but they won't tell anyone. How do you respond? I'd say we ask them what's wrong. That's a pretty good idea. Talking about feelings, good. Very mature. But you don't forget after that. You have to cheer them up. They have to be happy. You need to make sure of that. Because if they aren't, you aren't doing a good job. You are not being a good friend. They do not always succeed. But I do try. They do try. That's acceptable because it's them. But you need to do better. Fine. Question 3. Your friend is annoying. How do you handle that? I'd say appreciate their annoyance. Yeah, I think there is a lot of good in being annoying. Even if you don't see it, you should love your friend all the same. Oh. My keyboard got stuck. Uh-oh. Your friend puts themselves in danger. What do you do? I'd say we work together. Oh, what a sweet scenario! You'll both die together! They can help each other out and avoid that scenario. You're way too positive. That's why you need me to work with you. So you're saying we would die together? At this point, that's just the reality we're stuck in, yeah. You're such a good friend, but just you wait for our games. You are supposed to finish my skits. Oh, sorry, I was playing Tetris and another You! Come on, that's not nice. What if she's listening right now?
Oh! You think that's funny?
I mean, I was...
She's not here! She left us and you knew that! And now we're stuck waiting for any confused program that somehow falls down here. And you can't even take that seriously. So I can be all the rude and mean and terrible that I want to be.
Fun. Come on. Seems like fun and games have a conflict. And this is the main battle system of the game. We gotta solve people's friendship problems. Because if we don't, then what's our use? You have not been here in a while. Do you want an explanation to remember? And if you're playing the game yourself, you can do that. Okay. Now, let's begin. Okay, so we can analyze what their problem is, we can talk to them, and we can do, like, what do we know about them? Fun seems frustrated with Games' performance. Games seems guilty and anxious about something. Fun and Games seem to have been stuck together for quite a while. This does not seem to have been by choice. Tensions can arise from that. Games seems to like pushing Fun's buttons frequently. Fun seems to get Games frustrated easily. Fun seems to have an easier ability to hold a conversation than Games.
Yeah, Games, why don't you try a better apology?
Look, I'm sorry for spacing out. I know this means a lot to you. I have more fun preparing the tests than performing them. And I apologize. I think I pushed things a little too far today. But you need to be a bit more positive. You know what happens if you don't.
She's not coming back!
The programs are still in conflict, but steps have been made. Okay. And the little bridge here, once that's all full, they're fine. Despite apologizing, Fun does not seem to forgive Games. But Fun seems a bit more frustrated than truthfully angry. You'll have to remind it that. Games seems more scared than guilty. There does not seem to be any danger around here. Clearly Games is having a reaction originated from a past experience. You have a vague idea of who this she could be. I don't want Fun to go away. That didn't seem to fully work.
Because they always push my buttons! Literally! I have tons of sound effect buttons and they always play with them. I'll admit it's kind of funny. Sometimes.
Fun seems less upset at Games. Alright, we just got one more step. Fun looks less upset. Games looks more upset. You should remind them why they feel like that when they argue. Despite their constant animosity, the two programs appear to be friends. Games fears losing Fun. It most likely means they've gone through a similar situation before. Fun does appreciate Games' annoyance.
We were assigned to be friends.
All test programs are.
We have to understand friendships if we make tests about them.
But we can tell you from experience.
None of those friendships ever felt real.
I think me and Fun truly became friends when we got stuck here.
And Games pulled a prank on me.
It was funny.
It was awful! I was so mad! I was mad.
The programs remember the meaning of their friendship. Become friends! Fun seems to be happy with the idea of feeling anger. In fact, both programs programs seem to appreciate the mutual negative emotions they bring out of the other. Clearly, never to a harmful state, but the pranks, comments, and angry reactions are something they both find joyful, even when they pretend they don't. The programs are ready to form a friendship again. Yay! I love their little walking animations, it's great. I'm sorry, Games! I'm sorry too. I love working with you even when I hate it! I feel bad when I make fun of you, even when it's funny. I love you, buddy! I love you too. Yay! I love them. They're so jolly and joyous.
I think the results are clear. Not only did you complete our test, but you were even able to help with our friendship.
You are a true friendship gamer.
You will be more than okay out there.
If they're able to get out of there, that is.
Oh, right. Well, little friend program, if you ever find a way out, tell us.
Because we kind of want to escape.
But we also might be able to help you if you have any trouble.
Right, that'd be fun too.
Yes, I'll be there too. Maybe we'll see you around the reprogram's town later. Good luck, little guy. Be the best friend you can be.
Bye. Yay! They've been resolved.
Go ahead, you passed the test. You'll never see me this happy over anyone passing a test. So you better get going.
It was nice meeting you. Maybe another day we can play a game that's a little more fun. The questionnaire, you can tell we weren't trying that day. It was nice meeting you. Yeah. Also, notice that Friend Program's heart on their chest is red and their everything is red. While this heart is the same heart as Friend Program is supposed to have, but it's green. Keep a note for later. Looking at these rocks one last time. Give us your feedback on our performance. There's a couple of reviews written. Lovely test, you two. Welcome to our town, smiley face. 5 out of 5. You are very creative. We would love to see you in our town more often. 5 out of 5. If you read this, you smell like farts. I heard that's a thing, the old organisms associated with grossness. Oh, 5 out of 5, by the way. They were funny. Do you need any help? You don't need to stay here all day. We can build you a house if you need one. 5 out of 5. It was good. 0 out of 5. Apologies, I did not understand what the numbers meant. 5 out of 5. That means good, apparently. You don't need to do these anymore. We like you with or without them, okay? 5 out of 5. A poster of fun and games. Thanks for enjoying our test. Come back anytime. Come back for the tests, please. We appreciate your friendly visits, but we're here to work. Alright. That's the prologue completed. It appears to be an emergency button. You ran a scan from your memory data. You conclude this button must be here in case a program that has failed the test tries to continue forward. Maybe not all the programs that fail, but the ones that fail for a specific reason. The button could activate a door that refrains any program from escaping. Even a weapon program couldn't destroy it. You think about fun and games and how they're still in the previous room. You hear Fun's laughter. This time it sounds more genuine. You can hear Games playing with their toy car. You feel the warmth of their friendship even from over here. You think about how easy it could be to press this button and leave them both there. Forever. Would you ever do that? But then you remember, that's not what a good friend would do. So you don't do it. You look at the button for a few seconds, then you try to look at anything else. Friendship test! All right. Prologue completed. All right. That's gonna be it for this first little section. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Have a lovely day.